Welcome back to another episode of Growing with Lalascrops. So today, you guys, I will be doing an updated tour with you guys as I harvest some flowers. I have to show you what happened to the watermelon, you guys. Then I'm going to harvest some my Asparbroc, but I'll show you guys as I go through the garden. So this is going to be like a tour slash harvesting video. I hope you guys are excited as much as I am. So if this is something that you're interested in watching, stay tuned. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button and also that bell notification so that you get notified once I post a new video. And for all of my returning subscribers, welcome back, you guys. Thank you as always for your support with watching my videos and, you know, referring me to other gardeners. I greatly appreciate it. And also, you guys, don't forget to check out my Instagram account at Lalascrops, where I like to post daily garden inspiration. So you guys, we're gonna start at this one. I already know that I had my collard greens growing in here, and this is how they are looking thus far. This plant is taking a little beating with the cabbage lopers, the worms. This one is slowly but surely coming around. Of course, you can see this one right here. So you guys, I still get pest damage, but these two right here, these two collard green plants are doing real nice. And then in the front of the raised bed, I have two nasturtium plants. And then you guys know that I had already had my rosemary plants right here. And then I have my garlic, which is doing, I probably have to go in and feed it, you guys. But in between the garlics, I decided to grow some red lettuce right here. And then we come around here, you guys. I finally have some cucumbers growing. Look at those cucumbers right here. So you guys know that I built this garden ladder, and I will provide a link for that video. Find that link in the upper right hand corner of this video. But I decided to build my very own garden ladder so that the cucumbers can grow up on a trellis. So I decided to just thin to one plant. I think I would have been good with two plants. So you have some cucumbers growing right here. So I'm really excited. Like, you see the females coming through. And this variety is Diva cucumber. So this variety will shoot out mainly female flowers. Won't have to worry about hand pollinating this variety. Closer look at the collard greens, you guys. I think I'm going to harvest some of these leaves. Get some of these. Take some leaves off. So I'm going to put all of my vegetables into my harvesting basket. These are some nice leaves right here. Look at how big those are. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, so you guys know I try to, I think I'm going to keep that one on. Take this one off. And look at this one, you guys. Finally have a flower forming on the amaranth. All right, you guys, so I have the collard greens in here. Now I'm going to go to my Asparbroc plant right here. Get my scissors. And we're going to cut and harvest some of these. So as I mentioned before, but if you are new to my channel, the Asparbroc is basically, it's a broccoli, but like the stems have like it has like an asparagus taste to it. So I'm going to harvest all of these because I know that this plant will eventually produce some side shoots. As you can see right here, it will start to produce side shoots. So I'm just going to harvest this whole head right here. All right, come in here and harvest some more. Let's harvest all of these. This is what they look like. At first, I was when I had this at a restaurant, I thought it was like part of a seaweed, the seaweed family. I think it is something like that. I don't know. But I'm really excited. So we may have this as a vegetable tonight, you guys. I may cook some steak and baked potatoes and have that as a vegetable. All right, so I'm trying to see how I'm gonna cut. Guess I cut this whole thing right here. I am placing all of my Asparbroc vegetables in here. Let me show you how many I was able to harvest. So I think that this is a good amount. Like I said, their stems are usually longer than the typical broccoli plant. Now I don't know why some of these are yellow. I don't know if those just died out, but it is what it is. I'm going to saute this, so I don't think it would really matter. But yeah, you guys, give me Asparbroc. Beautiful. Look at these brassicas in here. Got our collard greens, Asparbroc right here. All right, moving on. So in the front, you guys, I do have 4 Asparbroc plants. So I have 3 more plants that I will eventually be able to harvest from. They're still growing at the moment. In front of the Asparbroc, I have onions growing. Hey, look at how thick this onion is getting right here, you guys. So I'm hoping that these will produce into some, you know, onion bulbs. It's said that sometimes when you plant the onion sets, they may not produce into like a big onion bulb. So I'm just trying to get an onion bulb, you know, a decent size. They don't have to be big. As you can see, the sweet potatoes have started to take off. My husband and I, well, actually my husband, he planted these sweet potatoes right here. And I will provide a link for that to show you guys what fertilizer we gave these plants and how he planted these sweet potatoes in here very nicely, as you can see. So they are doing pretty well right now. I'll probably have to go in and take these bad leaves off, but I'll do that later. And then in the front of that, I have rosemary. And then over here, you guys, I have my peanut plants. It already started to produce flowers, you guys, but I'm just showing you like the flowers. And if you look under here, you see this peg right here that's down into the soil. I believe that that is starting to produce some peanuts for us, you guys. So I'm really excited. So, ooh, can't wait. So you guys know that we've decided to, this year, do a little bit more vertical trellises. And this is an arch that we put together with our good friend Ricky Jones. Don't forget to check out his YouTube channel. I will put the name of his channel down below in this video, you guys. I have the arch up, you guys. So we decided to do T-posts so that he can mow around the raised beds a little easier. Along here, I have my honeydew plants growing, and they're doing pretty good. I did take a beating from the pest on some of these leaves, so I went in yesterday and, you know, did like a pest regimen to try to keep these cabbage lopers off of my leaves, you guys. So the honeydews are coming along. And then on this side, I have my cantaloupes, my cantaloupe plants. I only have 2 plants, you guys. It looks like it's like a whole bunch, but it's actually not. It's only 2 plants, and I did that because I knew that, you know, they would spread out like this. Okay. All right, so let's go over here. So I have a tall nasturtium that will eventually grow up on this arch right here. And then I have another nasturtium plant right here. I forgot what variety though. But in this row right here, I have my determinate tomatoes, you guys. Now I bought the determinate tomatoes from Home Depot. I didn't feel like starting these indoors because they will only grow up to a certain size and they'll be done. So so this variety is Bonnie Centennial 100th Anniversary Determinate variety.
So that's it right there?
Huh? No. So my husband asked me if these are the tomatoes right here. No, this is actually the marigold plant, you guys. This is the tall variety. So I did not realize how wide this plant would get in this area, but you know, I feel like it's beneficial. You know, it's starting to produce some flowers. Beautiful. So I'm definitely going to save some seeds from this. But yeah, this thing grew huge, but I feel like it's a good companion plant because I'm growing it near my tomatoes, and it look like, you know, everything is growing fine. So I have some tomatoes on this plant. Well, some flowers, you guys. I have some flowers right here. So eventually I'm trying to decide if I want to go in and do like a cage over this. I have to see. Right here in the middle, I have my Roma tomato, and you can see towards the bottom, like right here, I have a Roma tomato coming in right here, and at the bottom down there, I have like a larger size tomato right here. See right there. Okay, let's go on the other side. Here I have my celebrity tomato plant. So I have some tomatoes growing right here. Now I usually like to wait until the tomato plants get a certain height before I allow the tomatoes to develop, because I really don't like them growing low, but I mean it is what it is. And then over here I have another nasturtium plant. Now as I mentioned in my previous video, some things have taken off, some things have not. Now these are, I forgot to show you the other pepper plant over there. This is the jalapeno plant that I started indoors, and you guys, I messed up because I was fertilizing and I think I applied too much fertilizer, and some of the fertilizer got onto the leaves and it burnt it, you guys. So you can see the dead leaves down here. So I'm keeping them in here. Hopefully, you know, they will come back around. They should. So you guys were with me when I planted my very first tomato that I started indoors, and this is the plant, you guys. I would have to see when exactly. Actually, I think I have it on here. No, I started this indoors on 210, but I do know that I planted this outdoors in March, and look at these tomatoes that are growing. Like, look at how huge these tomatoes are right here. So these developed after these did, so that's the reason why these are still developing. But you guys, like, this is beautiful. So I hope to be able to harvest this whole stem of tomatoes. That would just be wonderful. But this variety is the sakura tomato, and it is producing nicely. Like, look at all these flowers and these tomatoes that are growing. Like, this tomato really took off. Like, look, it's some more tomatoes right here growing. You see that? So more right here. So they are everywhere, you guys. And I'm a little worried because, you know, it is getting to the top of my cage. So I think what I'll do is just have to, like, you know, just keep it pruned and just go from there. I do know that I have some sticking out. The plan is to allow these tomatoes to go ahead and grow out, and then once they're done, then I'll cut the stem. Okay, so moving on. So this variety is the Better Boy. This is the Better Boy. Now I have some tomatoes growing right here, right there. I would love to see more tomatoes, but in due time, I think it's producing all the way back there too. But yeah, the point of the cages, you guys, is if you're gonna let them grow freely, the cages are to help tame, you know, them into a certain space. Of course, you know, they will spread out, but I do have a stick for the main stem so that it can support it as it grows up. And then over here, this plant right here, this tomato plant right here is the Lemon Boy. So I have a tomato, like 2 tomatoes growing right here. So I'm really excited to, oh, I got something back here too, you guys. Look at that. So yeah, I'm really excited to try this variety out. Well, actually all of these varieties, because these are new varieties for us besides the Roma. I have planted the Roma before. So over here I have my scallions in these 2 square foots right here. And my husband's asking me, like, oh, when can we you know, harvest the scallions? So I'm going to give him the honors of harvesting the first scallion. So which one you want to harvest, babe?
Big one.
All right, so you're gonna pull it out. Oh my goodness, look at that scallion, boy. Okay, wait, don't put it over my, yeah. Let's try to keep all.
You can smell it.
Yeah, you can smell it, boy. Okay. All right, so he harvested the first scallion. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pick this one right here. Ooh, nice. My husband said you can smell it. All right, so I'm going to place this into the harvesting basket. This one is a huge one. All right, so you guys, so behind that I have my cabbage plants. This is the superstar cabbage. They, as you can tell, they are taking a beating from the cabbage loper, but you know, nothing's gonna be perfect, you know. So back here I have my Carolina bell pepper, and right here I have my rainbow bell pepper, romaine lettuce, and then I have another cucumber plant. This is the Mercury cucumber that I received seeds from Heinz Tools. So that's the plant. I did plant some more seeds on the side, you guys, because those died due to me, you know, And then right there is just more lettuce and a zinnia flower right there. And then I have lemon thyme right here on the sides, you guys. So that completes this raised bed. And then right here I just have lemon balm, mint, echinacea, bee balm, echinacea. And this is my borage coming up right here. More borage. And then I have the more mini love watermelon plants growing back here. I'm obsessed with growing watermelon, so I have to grow more. All right, so now we're going back through the tunnel, you guys. And yeah, you guys, I have my zinnias growing in this section. I did have some issues with the bottom leaves, but it's best to prune the bottom leaves so that, you know, that won't spread. So but yeah, I'm going to harvest some of the zinnia flowers, you guys, also. Now this plant right, this color right here is my favorite color right here, you guys. Favorite color. Like, look at that. It's like a pink and coral. It's beautiful. So I definitely have to have some of those. All right, so I'm going to place my harvesting basket. Okay, my husband gonna hold it. So I'm gonna cut some of these. Beautiful, beautiful. Look at those. Put some more of that in here. Okay, so I'm going to leave these over here. I may come back in a little later and harvest some of these, but I need to keep some of these so that I could do a photo. And I will show you guys what photo I will be taking with these zinnia flowers. But I am going to get one of these cactus zinnias back here because I do need to start pruning these plants. They are a little small in my opinion. So okay, so let's go around. So you guys know in the front, I forgot to tell you, I have snapdragons growing. I can harvest some of these too. So yeah, I have some snapdragons growing. Put some of these in here for pictures. I have another garden ladder that I decided to place right here, and I have another diva cucumber growing on this trellis. You see a cucumber coming in right here. See that one right there, right there. And of course more will eventually develop. So in the back here I have more marigolds. This is the tall variety. Look at this weird looking thing, you guys. Like, you have to, it has beautiful wings. I don't know what type of insect that is, but it's unique looking. This whole back row right here, I have tall marigolds growing. So I feel like they have been great companions for my watermelon plants that I have back here. Oh, this is another nasturtium plant, the tall nasturtium that will eventually grow in here. So you guys know I had a watermelon up here. I was being extra and I was just trying to make sure that it was good, it was comfortable, and it accidentally cut the stem. I accidentally cut the stem, you guys. That was bringing in the nutrients for this watermelon. So I had to go ahead and harvest it. I feel like it's a nice size. I'm just hoping that we have some good watermelon in here, you guys. So this is technically what I'm harvesting today. My mini love watermelon. So yeah, we're gonna put this in the harvest basket. Okay. All right, so you guys know I have another mini love growing down here. I'm not even gonna mess with it. I learned from my mistake up there. But this is another mini love growing right here. All right, moving down, I have my sugar babies. They look like they are growing nicely. I'm not even gonna touch those. Just let them continue to grow. And then right here is the corn and sunflower patch, you guys. So these are the snack sunflowers. So these will produce sunflower seeds. And then of course in here I have my corn. You can see that the silks are developing. Silks right here. And to answer the question about which leaf you guys thought that the ear of corn would develop on, I'm going to show you guys. So we have leaf 1, 2, 3, you guys. So the ear of corn developed on leaf 3. So technically I was correct, and everyone else who guessed leaf number 3 was correct, you guys. So congrats. And over here, I just have my Sun Dancer sunflowers. I have another one up there. Here comes the butterfly, you guys. Look at the butterfly. So nice. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, giving you a tour, an updated tour of the garden as I harvested all of these lovely vegetables, flowers, and fruits, you guys. So yeah, you guys, this is the garden. Everything is, you know, coming along. I'm excited. I just can't wait to, you know, to continue to harvest other vegetables and flowers and fruits that I'm growing in the garden, especially things that we are growing for the first time, such as like the cantaloupe, honeydew, of course the watermelons. This is our first year growing these fruits, so I'm really excited to see how they taste fresh straight out the garden. So if you enjoyed today's video, you guys, don't forget to do 4 things. Like this video, comment below if you guys think that we are going to get some good watermelon. I'm hoping that we are. So comment below if you guys think that this is a good watermelon, so, or girl, you may not get no watermelon. Third thing is, of course, subscribe to my channel, you guys, and also hit that bell notification so that you get notified once I post a new video. And I will see you guys in my next video. As always, happy gardening. Peace.